15 minutes.
You know, they took a tumor off.
10 minutes. No, lean back. Well, you can't see, can you? Well, you can, there. Now kind of face me, but look at that. It'll come off here in a second. I've tried to put that right here, but it was in my way. I couldn't see my whole screen there.
Yeah.
That's a long delay. Golly. There it is. Where you at? Oh, you was bent over. I see your body's right towards me. When we start talking, it'll look right. You'll be able to see this again. You see at the top right there, it says archive. All you gotta do is hit that archive. I've got a YouTube channel, and it'll take you to my YouTube. So,
It's delayed on my phone too.
yeah. It's delayed everywhere except here. That's why I have to turn everything, all the, the sound off. I can tell with some, ooh.
Music Scene TV. Come on in this happy place. We're one big family. We got jokes and fun and sing-alongs, some for you to see. It's Alabama Music Scene TV. Yeah. Yes, it is. Do it, Farrell. Alabama.
All right, here we are, man. Hope y'all, we're going to have a good one, man. We got a special guest here today. It's right over here, man. Say hello to Delta Dawn.
Yay! What's up?
Delta Dawn. Were you glad to be with AlabamaMusicSceneTV?
Yes.
She's glad. She's proud. I guarantee you. She likes music, and she's gonna be with me for a long, long time, right?
As long as you're still living.
Oh, hush! You're making me feel bad. Oh, man. Let me put our names up here. 1, 2. Close that. Where was you born?
Jasper, Alabama.
Jasper.
In the Old People's Hospital by Dr. Kemp.
Kemp?
Kemp, that just passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was a very nice man.
She's getting a call here.
Don't know the number.
That's where I had my appendix took out. The Old People's Hospital.
Old People's.
Just barely made it. Just barely made it. I got in the door, they touched right there, and they carried me right to the
I don't remember the hospital.
Huh?
I think they tore it down in 1977.
I've got a picture of it.
Of it?
Yeah.
I've seen pictures, but I don't know it.
You don't remember it?
No. They tore it down in 77.
I was born in the old Coleman Hospital.
The old
downtown.
Now I know where that was.
I went, yeah. And a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
I grew up in Coleman.
You did?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
Cold Springs.
The Eagles.
That's right.
The only prom I ever been to in my life was Cold Springs. And everybody there was nice as they could be to me. And usually kids, when a stranger's in their school, they treat them bad, but they didn't treat me bad.
I love Cold Springs.
I know a guy that lives behind Cold Springs. You can keep on going to the T out there and make a left. We used to practice music out there.
What was his name?
Jeff Robinson.
I remember some people up there that used to play music.
Jeff Robinson.
I bet, I still call him Daddy Dave. It's my youngest sister. She's a half sister. But he used to hang around with some people that played music.
Okay, what kind of music do you like?
Everything.
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 Country,
rock,
gospel,
some gospel,
bluegrass. Well, we try to get a little bit of everything on the show here. It's hard to get bluegrass and gospel. Most of his groups that he goes in there ain't from Alabama. And what is this show called?
AlabamaMusicSceneTV.
AlabamaMusicSceneTV. So I can't tape them.
Right.
Because they're not from Alabama. My show is about Alabama musicians, bands, and songwriters.
Right.
And we interview a lot of people. Did you know that?
George has got a ghost in here.
I thought I was shot. I'm going to put you on only. It's only you on right now.
I know a few musicians from here. I think I told you that, right?
From here?
Well, I think he's from like Hamilton.
The,
Carl.
The band that was at
Carl Demain, or however you say his last name.
Damone.
He's one of my friends.
Obviously, you ain't seen all my pictures, have you?
No, but he's one of my good friends.
Yeah, Carl, he's got it going on, man. Did you know he used to play drums for the Temptations?
No. Or he probably told me that, but that's back when I was younger, George. When I used to go listen to him. It's been years since I've listened to him.
That's Carl Damone with hair.
I've never seen that picture. Which now he showed me a picture of me with him, and I was like, is that me in that picture? Because my hair was like really, really long. It didn't even look like myself in the picture with him.
I've got, Carl, Handshake Promise, they just outright, they always bring a crowd. And when they play at Midnight Special, which is one of our sponsors, they, let me put both of those back on here. I just got you on right now. I talked to them, matter of fact, the other night, and they are going to sponsor us. And Tracy, the one that used to manage Midnight Special, when I would ask her for the bands playing in there,
yeah,
she would always give me from first of the month to last of the month, and I don't need it that way.
Yeah.
I actually need it middle of the month to the middle of the month.
Right.
Because once I make the show, say the first of the month, you can't advertise it for that next week.
Right.
You have to advertise it for the week after that.
Right.
You know, you have to, if you advertise it for that week, by the time the show plays, they've already played there.
Right.
So it's kind of odd. You know, I've been doing this a long time, and you'll see how it works. She's a newbie, y'all.
Very new. Never done this before.
And for all y'all, you know, some of y'all, if y'all want to see this again later on, just go to the archive right here at the top of the page. It says archive, and just click on that and just scroll down close to the bottom. It says uploads. I think it says, and it'll be right there. Is where it'll be. And so you like all kind of music.
That's right.
That's good. We interview a lot of people too. I've interviewed the Swampers, and a lot of people don't know what the Swampers are.
I don't know who they are.
You know the song "Sweet Home Alabama"?
Yeah, they sing that.
In that song, they say Muscle Shoals has got its Swampers.
Okay.
They've been known to pick a song or two.
Okay.
The Swampers was studio musicians at Fame Studio. They're the ones that plays the music. When you listen to Mustang Sally by Wilson Pickett, that's the Swampers playing the music.
Oh, okay.
You ever heard Aretha Franklin's Think?
Yeah.
Think of what you're doing to me?
Yeah.
That's the Swampers.
I love it some Aretha Franklin.
And Respect?
Yeah.
That's the Swampers. They're studio musicians. And a lot of people don't know this. And I try to, you know, school them on it. And I go to muscle shows, and you'll be having to go with me. You got 3614 Jackson Highway, which it's called Muscle Shoals Sound. That's what it's called. But guess where it's at? It's in Sheffield. It ain't in Muscle Shoals.
Okay.
That's in Muscle Shoals, Fame Studio. And the late great, the one that got that started and got it all, Muscle Shoals Sound started, he just passed away a month ago.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Rick Hall. And we go once a month. I try to go way off. When I say way off, I mean Montgomery, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gaston, Muscle Shoals, somewhere like that. Because if you just tape around here, people from Sylacauga, Montgomery, places, they say, why don't you come down here and tape us?
Right.
So once a month I try to do that, if I can. But those bands has got to realize they just wanted me.
Right.
And when we get there, what we do is, I call it a little promo. So we interview them, see what's on their mind, pick their mind a little bit, and then we let them do a little promo. And a lot of them thinks we're live for some reason. And I tell them exactly what to say, and then they won't say it. It's funny. And I can't use it. After they do that, I can't use it. They'll say, I'll say, tell me your name and what band you're with or whatever, and say, this is just a promo for my use, is what it is. I can stick it in, when I'm building the show, I can stick it in anywhere in that show.
You need to.
And, you know, if they say, I'm here at Roller Coaster, and I'm so, you know, I can't use it. And all I want them to say is their name, what band they're with, and you're watching Alabama Music Scene. That's all I want them to do.
Right.
And for some reason they think we're live, and they just add all this other stuff. Y'all come out and join us. And then when they get through, I just delete it because I can't use it. It's funny. But I finally got me a light, and a lot of clubs is kind of dark, and I try to interview people, and I just got a light at Best Buy, and I've been needing it for a long time, and now when it's a dark place we can interview them. So you was raised up in Coleman.
I did. My stepdad got killed. Well, let's go back, because it's been one of the crazy lives, you know, our parents put us through. In '89, my stepdad got killed over in Sipsey. I went to school at Sipsey till '89. And when he got killed, Mom moved us to Coleman. So I lived on Highway 91. We lived on the other side of the colony, like on well, it used to be 292, but I think they changed it to like 294 or something. My mother painted our house pink, so we looked like we was part of it. So, but instead of going to Hanceville, Mom put us in at Cold Springs because, you know, she had 3 little girls. So, well, we ended up at Cold Springs.
I paint Hanceville. That's where my parents lived when I was born, was Hanceville.
So we was actually Hanceville district, but Mom put us in at Cold Springs.
Yeah, I was born in January, and they said they had this car. I don't know what kind of car, but back then the heaters was in a console in the middle, and they said that heater would burn you out of the car. It was so hot. Well, the morning I was born, it wouldn't work, and I was born in January. So it was an omen, I think.
I will never ever forget Mom painting that house pink, though.
Pink.
A pink house. We grew up in a pink house.
You know, I've been thinking about actually painting a mural on the side of my house, like trees and stuff.
Not pink, I hope.
No, not pink. Not pink. Now we go. Muscle Shoals has got a lot of music. I mean, the Alabama Music Hall of Fame is up there, and normally they let me in free. Not all the time, but normally they let me in free because I advertise for them.
Right.
Actually. And if they scratch my back, I'll scratch theirs. You know what I mean? And a lot of these places, the last time I was at the Jackson Highway, we was taking a tour. A friend of mine went with me, my friends from Prattville, and they didn't let me in free that time. Well, the girl that normally was the manager, she wasn't there that day.
Yeah.
And they actually charged me. But we wanted to take tour. I know that place like crazy. The only reason we was wanting to take the tour because they, down in the bottom, they had a tour date book from Leonard Skinner. And I saw the original Leonard Skinner in 1976. And I wanted to see if it was there because the guy checked the internet and he said they wasn't in Birmingham. 4th of July, 1976. They was there July the 16th, I think. And I could have swore it was 4th of July. Of course, I did that back then.
Shame on you.
So it could have been 16th. It could have been the 20th. I don't know. I don't do that now, y'all. Anyway, we checked it, and it didn't have the 16th. Actually, it went down to the 15th, and that was the end of it. But we seen where they was in Muscle Shoals recording probably that last album, the one with That Smell and What's Your Name, Little Girl.
Yeah.
They was recording that in Muscle Shoals. Their first album and their last album was recorded there.
You remember when Leonard Skinner went to the South of the Rock in Coleman?
No, that
A couple
ain't,
years
that
ago?
That ain't Leonard Skinner.
Well, it was supposed to be Leonard Skinner.
We
missed them.
It's a group called Leonard Skinner.
Well, we missed them because it come a storm, and me and my husband, we got so burnt there. The next morning, we was headed to Florida with my mother-in-law and the kids. We were miserable the whole trip in Florida. But I got to see Billy Currington on stage. He's got some pretty legs.
I'm putting my coat back on.
On my phone, I had nothing but his legs where I took pictures.
I do one of Billy Currington's songs, I think. On drums. What is it? Oh, it's the,
No, I'll tell you, my husband is crazy about Sarah Evans. Now, she can sing.
She's married to old
Jay Barker.
Yeah.
They done a thing about his son.
He's the one that got this started at Coleman.
Well, you know, his son is fixing to go to Alabama and play football. I seen that on television this morning.
So they...
Braxton Barker? Yeah, I saw that on news this morning.
I didn't think he'd go there. He wasn't that good to me.
Well, it's because of his daddy.
Yeah, he'll be a backup. I wouldn't have done it if I was him because he won't start.
No, it's just...
But anyway...
But I do pay attention to the news. I watch the news.
Okay. Now, that, you know, I think Sarah Evans once started it. Ain't she from Coleman? I think she is.
I ain't for sure, but, you know, they live in Birmingham.
Yeah, that's the reason she started that in Coleman, because that's where she's from.
Yeah. She acts like she's very sweet.
I was raised right here in this house right here. Matter of fact, I had a double first cousin born in this room.
Oh no, you got double first cousins? Josh is a double first cousin.
She might have been born right here. I don't know. She might have been born right over there. But she was born in this room.
That creeps me out, these double first cousin things.
No, it's my mother's brother married my daddy's sister. It was just brothers and sisters.
That's what my husband is.
Yeah.
His mama married...
It sounds a lot weirder than it really is, but it's just brothers
There's
and
two
sisters.
sets of them, though.
Yeah. That's
When I first figured that out, I was like, y'all sure y'all ain't inbreds?
Well, it sounds weird, but it really ain't.
Double first cousins.
It really ain't.
Yeah.
And I think I was adopted anyway, so it don't matter. Now we gonna get into some crazy stuff, you know. Laugh. We gotta laugh. Everybody, I try to explain this to past hosts and everything. It don't matter what the band sounds like. When it goes on my show right here, they're the best band in Alabama. And to somebody, they may be.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I've heard a band that I thought stunk it up really bad, but somebody else thought they was the best
band in the world. I've heard some of those. Especially if you watch them and some of the women dancing.
So everybody's got their own, you know. But when they're on my show, on our show, they're the best band in Alabama. Because to somebody, they will be. Here's what I like doing. Getting an individual that's, and go in his backyard or something and sit down in a swing and let him play a flat top and interview him and talk. That's what I like to do.
Right.
You know, club bands, most of them don't know how to play clubs anyway.
No.
Years ago, they did. Today, they play what they like to hear.
Right.
And
some of it's the same old, same old.
Club, well, they gotta be same old, same old. People, I'm a musician. You know, people that don't know music, they say they play same old, same old. Well, that's the songs they know.
Yeah, I'm talking about each.
Even if they learn.
Well, I don't mean it like that. I mean like.
Even if they learn 2 or 3 songs a week, they still got to play them other songs when they go in. So.
Well, true. But
and people say that all the time, but they don't understand what musicians. You know, we used to learn 5 songs a week.
And that was it.
But we still had to play the other song.
Oh, okay.
And they say, y'all play the same song. You got to play the same song. You just add.
You add a different song.
You add songs, you know.
Yeah.
And even out of them 5, some of them may not make it in a club. But I hear bands all the time, and I get on to them all the time on here. When you go in a club, it's a dance place. They want to dance.
Right.
Somebody, every song is going to want to dance.
Right.
I used to make our song list out, and I was pretty good at it. I actually used to make it out while I was driving my truck. I'd have my paper on the dash. Yeah.
You gotta have that slow music. You gotta have that
First
beat.
First set. Now this is at a club where they drink.
Right.
First set, you kind of play so-so songs.
That's right.
You got to mix a couple of good ones in there.
That's right.
Second, third set, it's got to be your best.
Right.
Fourth set, I'd say too slow to ever fast.
Right.
Because then they're wanting to go home. And
now they done had too many.
so, you know, I tried to explain this. In clubs today, they play songs you can't dance to. They play clubs, and then you.
But some of that music that they play, like when the band's taking a break, some of that, I don't know, funky stuff. I call it funky. You can't dance to that stuff. Am I right?
Funky? Funky's what you can dance to.
Too funky. That.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You talking about like hip hop type stuff.
Yeah.
Well.
Especially in an older club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if it's a young club, you know, some of us are 40 and above. You can't dance to some of that stuff.
I'd say.
We'd break your hip.
95%, if you're playing a club, it's got to be dance music.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to want to get up and dance every song you play. And if you, here's how we used to, when we got ready to leave at night and when we wanted to run people off, we would actually play a song you couldn't dance to.
Right.
And I'll tell you what song that was. And people loves this song. They even request this song.
Which one?
Copperhead Road.
Yep, that was the end song.
We would always do that at the end, and people would start getting up and leaving.
That's right.
They don't want to dance to that song.
Right.
Yeah, a drunk will. You know,
yes.
they'll dance to
anything.
I Fly Away. You know? You know, I actually heard a band in Midnight Special do a gospel song, and it was I Fly Away. I've got it right on here.
Oh my God.
Wolf Creek. Sure did. And there's nothing wrong with it.
No.
I mean, somebody said, in a club? And I said, that's where you'd want to play it, actually. Wouldn't it?
I bet they was flying away.
It was Wolf Creek, my good friend Dennis. Dennis, you'll meet a lot of good friends up there. And you'll meet people that wants to use this show for their benefit. And I ain't going to have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've had, and I try to explain this to all my hosts. This is our show. I do what's right for the show, what I think's right for the show, whether it's right or wrong. This is my show.
Right.
Right? And we're here to give artists, musicians, bands, and songwriters exposure on my show.
Right.
That's what I'm here for. Because, you know, if somebody likes a band on my show, if they like it, and they riding and they see a billboard somewhere, hey, that's that band I heard on that show. They may drop in and hear them live. So I'm helping them out, you know, I'm giving them exposure. And if they try to use me for their benefit, that's the last I'll tape them.
That's right.
And I've got several bands right now that I don't tape. It's my last host, and she may be on here, I don't know. I'm fixing to make her mad, I reckon.
Uh-oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, but, you know, I told her about it after we done it. And she was, there's this amphitheater, and it was a big amphitheater, having a big concert. Actually, the last act was the Kentucky Headhunters, and me and her actually got to go on their bus. They probably, if I'd have done it, they probably wouldn't have let me on the bus, but she was with
done
it. So we went on their bus. They might have, I don't know, but we sat and talked to them on their bus and everything, and I taped them. They didn't mind me taping them. And the only reason I did this, because most of the people that was there wasn't from Alabama. So I don't normally do that. So
yeah.
I've done it because of the amphitheater. The show was about the amphitheater. Right?
Right.
So I've done, and normally I don't do that. And I don't do showcases. You know what a showcase is? The same band, the whole show.
Okay.
People likes variety. So I try to, if I tape a band, if it's something real big, like a CD release party or something like that, I might do a showcase. It's got to be something really big, what I think is, you know,
worth putting on, yeah.
Worth putting on my show.
Yeah.
Right? And, but after we got through, and they called her and wanted her to MC the show. And that was cool, you know. She was so happy about it. I mean, she was, oh, I'm going to MC this show. But when we got through, I told her, I said, we're not going to do this no more. Because he was talking about sponsoring the show with the amphitheater. And that's not the way it works. If you want to sponsor the show, sponsor the show.
Right.
But she said, well, he might sponsor the show. I said, if he wants to sponsor the show, sponsor the show. We're not going to work for him to see if he is.
Right.
You know, if he wants to sponsor the show, sponsor the show. I love you if you're on here, but, you know, I don't do that. You know, we went up Alabama. Teddy Gentry has got a daughter named Sally Gentry. We had a ball. She actually had a ball doing it. And she writes songs.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, their Christmas album, she's got a song on there that she wrote. We went up to Fort Payne in the museum there, Alabama Museum, and she said, let's go back here to the conference room in the back there. And they had the CMT awards in there. I didn't even take a picture of it. I was just starstruck, I reckon. After I left,
I'd been like,
after we had left and I was on the way home, I was like, I didn't take the first picture. You know, I just got starstruck. But anyway, she gave my host a t-shirt. She gave me she said we could have a t-shirt or a hat. And of course, I like hats. So I got a hat that had the Alabama emblem up there. And I wear it sometimes. You've probably seen it. But on the way back, we stopped at Nakalula Falls and actually did the intros there at Nakalula Falls. That's part of Alabama.
right.
I do a lot of bios too, okay? So, you know, like at amphitheater, when I did that show, I did a bio of Ewing.
Good.
And that's where the amphitheater was. It's just you can stand up on the hill and look at it, and it looked like an outhouse down there. It looked small, but you walk down there, and it was bigger than this house. I mean, it was a stage. I mean, it was a nice place, but I don't advertise for somebody, you know, that don't give us money.
Right.
I mean, we got to put the show on.
Right.
And you know, a lot of my hosts just don't. You got to understand this show. You get spots. You know, they pay money, and the ones that does that, I'll even put them on. You see the on the website there. I've got sponsors. The ones that stayed with me the longest is on there. And if you stay with me 6 months, you'll be on my website too. That AMO right there, he does the same thing I do.
Mm-hmm.
He just puts his on a website, and I use a lot of his stuff. And he said the only thing, if I used his stuff, to give him credit for it. So if I ever use his videos or anything like that, I give him credit for it. Jerry Henry. I don't know why, is that thing not working? Feels cold to me.
It's getting chilly in here.
I don't know why. Must be getting cold outside.
We're supposed to have a cool down.
Really?
Right. I think it's supposed to rain Wednesday.
No. But anyway, that's what we do. We get sponsors, they pay for a commercial, and there's several ways that people can do that. And all they got to do is call me. You know, if you're on this website, just look up above there and you'll see my phone number.
Woo.
And there's several
They're
ways.
not getting my phone number.
Well, mine's right there. Right up top there. And call me, and there's several ways you can advertise. And I ain't gonna put it on here. You'll have to call me.
Get a hold of George.
Just get a hold of me, and there's several ways. But we gotta pay for the airtime. And if you're one of my sponsors, we'll work for you.
We need sponsors.
Steve's Pawn Shop is kind of in seasons. Like this spring, if I was advertising him, you know what I'd be advertising for him? Now, he'll have his commercial, but at the end of it, I'll say something like, go see Steve, he's got lawnmowers and weed eaters, and springtime.
That's right.
People's cutting grass. In the fall, I advertise his shotguns and his crossbows and stuff. If you're a car lot, if you got a special car you need to sell, I do that. You know? Midnight special. If I've got a different band, I advertise the band that's coming in there Fridays and Saturday night. So I work for you. You know, all you got to do, you know, give me a call. I'll let you know what it's all about and the special prices and stuff. And that's all you got to do.
What's that facing you?
You're not in the shot hardly.
I was trying to figure it out. There we are. I was looking at this one.
Oh no, you're over here. This is what's on there.
Okay.
That's always.
I was cutting loose for a minute.
That's on standby over there.
Oh, no wonder I was looking funny.
So, that's pretty much what we do. We do.
Be fun.
We do interviews, and some of these people is just outright, you know, wild. Some of them has been there and done that in the music industry. We go up to. Matter of fact, the last time I was at Muscle Show, I mean at the Alabama Hall of Fame, there was a woman up there, and we was doing a piece on songwriters, and there was this thing in the middle, just like a column, 4 sides, and on them 4 sides was names of songwriters from Alabama. Well, she finds this name, and she puts her finger on it, and she's like, when she first found it, she said, ah, she's screaming, and she was, matter of fact, I was standing right by her when she put her finger on the name, and they took a picture of her, you know. When I got to it, I asked her, I said, do you know this person? Yeah, that's my cousin. He's a big songwriter. His name was Rock Killo. I talk to him all the time on here. Matter of fact, he may be on here right now. And we will get with him when we go back on TV. But he was in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, cool.
Rock Kilo. And that was pretty good. And that was his cousin, found him.
Found him.
We do a piece on, like Sam Phillips, the one that had Sun Records. He was from Muscle Shoals. So I did a piece on him. I do a bio. You know, we don't only, you know, do music and stuff on here, but we do bios of not just people living. It might be somebody like Hank Williams or somebody that's already gone that was from Alabama. I'll do a bio. It may be a city. Coleman, Sulligent, Montgomery. I'll do a bio. It could be just anything, a bio of a historical place. Rickwood Cavern's.
Rickwood Cavern's, you know, I'm kin to Country Boy Eddie.
Are you?
You know, I think it was his mother was a Thomas.
I don't know, my sister lives up there. She lived up there close to him.
When he used to go to that McGriff Tire in Coleman a lot, we had to stop. I was a kid, I remember this, but we got to talking to him, and he was kin to us, the Thomases. My maiden name was Thomas.
Okay.
And that's...
You know, when his son played drums on his show in the mornings, when he first went to the, I think he went to the Marines, when he first left, he was looking for a drummer, and he asked me to do it. And
I used to love watching Country Boy Eddie.
He told me the price that he paid and everything, and there ain't no way I'd get up at 3 o'clock in the morning for that price.
but you know, that was the prices back. I mean, he was older, so you know they didn't pay a lot back then.
Yeah, I've played with his what is that? His nephew, I think, Gerald Burns. Matter of fact, that's where I was going. I've interviewed him. I've had Country Boy on. You know, he's in the Hall of Fame up there too. His old stage that he used to use is up there.
Oh, well, that's neat.
His cousin, Happy Hal Burns, I used to play music with him.
Oh, okay.
His car, that car that's in. Have you ever been to the Hall of Fame?
No.
That gold-looking car. It's got horns on the. I think it's like an Oldsmobile. It's got silver dollars in it, and the saddle. You know, it's. That was Happy Hal Burns.
But we I had to. The way I grew up, we listened to a lot of that old music. So that's how come I knew a lot about Country Boy Eddie.
Yeah. Now you went to high school at Cold Springs. Where was you raised?
Let's see, I've been raised in a lot of different places. From my grandparents, when I was with my grandparents in Piney Woods.
Okay.
And for people that's in Jasper, Walker County, Piney Woods.
Well, I was raised right here in the studio. That's where I was raised.
Most of my summers I was in Piney Woods. Out in the woods.
My kids was raised here. Piney Woods.
Yeah.
You know, somebody put on there, what was that? The first job. This is Facebook stuff. I wish they'd quit putting politics stuff on there. Donald Trump.
I'm not into politics.
The liberals, the Donald Trump, the everything that goes on. Would you support Donald Trump if he done this? I wish they'd quit doing that. I'm sick of seeing
I am
it.
not a politic person. I could care less. I'm going to live my life, do what I want to do, take care of my family. I'm not worried about politics.
Well, somebody put on there, what was your first job as a teenager?
Dairy Queen in Coleman.
I was a chicken catcher. This guy that used to live right up the road from me, I went to school. I used to make straight A's, and I didn't even bring a book home. He was all the time having money. And I asked him one time, how do you get that money? And he said, oh, I catch chickens.
I cleaned a few chickens when I was young.
It's a lot different from cleaning chickens.
Well, we had to. We had to catch our chickens and clean them so we'd have food on the table.
Is that on?
But you seen that I have a turkey as a pet.
Yeah.
I have chickens. I used to have dwarf miniature ponies. I have 2 doggies, a little Yorkie and a Shorkie.
Now, catching chickens ain't nothing like
I have
it.
a turtle. I have fish.
Catching chickens ain't nothing like that, though.
Like cleaning them and cooking them.
No, catching them.
I have caught them. My youngest sister that I was telling you about, you know, she's got a different dad than we do. Her grandparents had chicken houses, and we'd have to go in there and catch some chickens.
Like 30,000 chickens in there?
No, I wasn't gonna do that.
No, we had to go out at
My
night.
daddy caught chickens.
What was his name?
Bob Thomas.
I might have knew him. Who'd he work for?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a bad business.
But my grandparent, or my papa, was Bessie Aaron.
They did it at night, and I tried to do it at night and go to school, and it eventually got to where I couldn't go to school. And my mother, I would go up the road here to my friend's house. I'd be walking to school, and I'd just stop at his house and go to bed. Wouldn't even go to school. And I'd done that for like 2 years. And my mother, I took the car keys with me one time, and my mother went up to the school to get the car key. And they said, well, Mr. Williams, he ain't been to school in 2 years.
Oh my goodness.
So, that was weird. And she had to find me. She knew right where to find me. But she told me she was gonna...
I never skipped school.
Creighton Hodges is my #1 fan. He just texted me. So he's probably watching, here. He's probably watching. He's the bread man. He delivers bread.
Bread around here.
Yep.
We eat a lot of bread.
He's a big old sucker. He said, just thought I'd let you know your #1 fan is watching. Well, let me introduce you, Creighton. Well, you've seen her before, probably at Lee's.
Yep.
When you bend over like that, you ain't in the shot.
I'm getting out of the shot here. Sorry.
Yeah, Creighton, my friends down in Prattville, Alabama. It's Ken and Christine. But when I do shout outs to them at the end of the shows, I call her Crazy Girl. And one time I made the mistake of saying Ken and Christine. She got on to me. She said, I'm Crazy Girl. So I have to say Crazy Girl. Matter of fact, in my phone, I've got her listed as Crazy Girl. So she is Crazy Girl. They're a lot of fun. You ain't gonna meet nobody no better than them 2 people right there. I guarantee you. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. My birthday, Ken and Christine got me a drone. A drone.
Is that the one you...
I lost. It would go up higher than my other one. And I got out here, the wind quit blowing, I thought. And I knew it would go up high. I said, I'm going to go out there and see just how high I can get it. I figured I'd just go up with it. But it went up and just started kind of fading away. So I started trying to get it to come back. It just it seemed like it was going further. So a lot of times you can turn it sideways and tilt it, and it does better coming back. So I tried that. It just kept going. It went plumb over them pine trees way down there close to Bozeman's. So I started going down with it, and it started going down. So I cut the controller off. Controller's off, it ain't gonna fly. So it's like a jungle down there. I've been down there. It's in there somewhere. It ain't no good now because it's rained. Because it's been 2 weeks.
Well, I told you, Toby, he's got one in the pond. I mean, that one was almost $300.
Oh. I won't,
Needless to say, he ain't getting no more.
it says don't fly 'em around stuff like that.
Well, how you gonna tell a 17-year-old though? I think he was 16 when I bought him that one.
I like them. I like them drones, but
Right? I'm not spending no more money on none.
don't fly them around trees and water.
And do not float.
Now, we're going back on the air in May, the first week in May. I don't know the days and times yet. We won't know that until then.
Right.
When we get through here, would you like to ride over there and let me show you the studio?
Which studio?
On top of Green Top.
Oh, yeah.
We'll carry you over there. I'd also like to show you that chapel where the train cars are. That ain't chapel. That's where they do live broadcast.
Okay.
And we will be going back on there. And a lot of people, when I tell them, they say, what channel is your show on? I say, well, it's on Charter Cable Channel 80. They say, well, I ain't got Charter. And a lot of people ain't got Charter. I wouldn't have nothing but Charter.
I don't have Charter. Sorry.
You pay for what you get.
Right.
I mean, you pay a pretty price,
Yeah.
but you get good service.
Wait a minute. I may have Charter. I think I do have Charter.
But anyway,
I do have Charter. My bad.
when they tell me they ain't got Charter, I say, if you ain't got Charter, just go to AlabamaCableNetwork.com. They live stream Charter Cable Channel 80. And if you just want to see our show, you go to ALMS-production.com and go to where it says TV show.
How dumb am I? I go pay Charter every month, and I just sit here and said I didn't have Charter.
Well, I've got Charter internet right now.
We have Charter.
I actually took the channels off. I just have the internet right now. My son
My kids would die without TV.
has got, what is that called? Roku. He's got Roku, and we just watch movies. We don't ever watch nothing but movies anyway. So I said, why are we paying for channels we don't even watch? So we took it off and we use that Roku.
We just have basic at the house, but now our other place we have the First Stick.
I had the silver plan. And so we'll be going back on there, and the very last time it was on, you pay for one show a week. That's what our sponsors pays for.
Mm-hmm.
But the last time it was on, he replayed it 6 more times. So I was actually on 7 times a week. 7 times a week, man. And it was on in the mornings and in the evenings. So that was good. So, sponsors, if they want to sponsor the show, man, this is the show to do it. And it goes out to over 600,000 homes.
Right.
That don't mean they're watching. It
No.
just means they count them.
That's right.
But thousands, millions of people can watch it because they live stream Channel 80.
That's right.
So it's worldwide. My cousins in California watches my show out there. So they can see it anytime. So
anything else you want to know about me?
Let's see.
So everybody know anything about me?
You're married.
I am married.
How long you been married?
I have to think about that one.
Hey, Josh.
Josh, don't kill me.
Josh. Are you on here, Josh? Is Josh watching?
He's at work.
Oh, Josh.
Well,
you'll watch on the replay, I guess.
Yeah, unless he's at lunch watching. I told him to get on my Facebook, follow the link.
I wouldn't give her an anniversary present now.
Oh, I am very... Okay, let me get to how many years. We've been together 7 years.
7 years.
So I don't know
Are
if that's
you
a
sure?
limit. Yeah, I'm positive. I wasn't looking to remarry again.
Okay.
But me and him, we both born in 77, and I don't know, he's my one. I don't know. I'm very,
So
he's my soulmate, man.
how old are you?
We're
70.
77 is 40. We'll be 41 this year.
You're 71.
77.
You're 77.
Born in 77.
You look good for 77.
I know, right? Woohoo! We'll be 41 this year.
41.
I have 3 boys.
3 boys.
My oldest will be 21 on the 27th of this month.
Okay.
My other 2 will be 18 and 19 this year.
So what do you look forward to mostly of doing this show?
Hanging out with you.
Listen to her.
Whew.
Getting away. Getting away.
I just think it's
Holly,
a new adventure. I think it'd be fun.
my very first, I used to do my show all by myself. Ooh, you got 9 minutes.
Dang, it's flown by.
That's what I told you. My first host, Holly, she did pretty much everything I asked her to do.
Mm.
If there's a band, something big. If it's something little, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
Something big that most of the time, when I go tape somebody, I make it a big thing.
Yeah.
Whether it is or not. To them, it may be.
Yeah.
So I try to make it a big thing, and clubs or just anywhere we take festivals. It don't normally have to be a club, but I actually advertise for them. So if I tape a band at Midnight Special, I'm advertising for Midnight Special.
Right.
So, but they're a sponsor anyway. But if I advertise for Green Top, bands at Green Top, which they don't have bands, but I'm just saying, I would be advertising for Green Top.
Right.
This band, here they are on Friday night at the Green Top. That's advertisement for them.
Right.
I might say, we have some good food there.
Right.
That's advertising for them.
Right.
And most of the clubs lets us in free when we do that. Not all the time. Sometimes I have to pay.
Right.
And to get that band, I will pay.
Right.
And when we go somewhere, I try to make it a big deal. The Brick in Decatur, it's like a deli type deal. It's more of a family type place. It ain't really a bar, and they ain't even got a dance place. But they have some of the best bands there. So, you've been married 7 years. Josh, you got 3 kids.
Well, 4. I have a stepdaughter at 16 too.
Okay. And Josh is your soulmate.
That's right.
Soulmate. I wouldn't know what a soulmate would be.
I didn't know either.
I don't think I can have a soulmate. I don't think nobody's like me.
Well, let me tell you why. That man is so much like me. To argue with him is like arguing with myself.
Ooh, I wouldn't like that at all.
It is. It's a challenge. I had to turn around and walk away.
Man. Ooh.
And he does the same thing.
Now, Holly, when I first got her, I used to do my show all myself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even have a chair here. I did it standing up because it was more simpler. I put that, and it was a little higher, and I would just turn it on and walk around here where I wouldn't have to sit down, and I'd do the show. It's all the same.
Same.
And I liked doing it that way because I could move around.
Yeah.
In the chair, I used to have that chair,
The wood chair?
Yeah, and it wouldn't move.
And you catch yourself moving in these.
So I couldn't move. But now with this, if I need to look at something behind me, or what people think I might be looking at.
That's right. What are we looking at?
If a forest or anything like that,
I don't know.
you'd have to look at the screen now. See, there you go. See, they would think I'm looking out into the something.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure these cameras out too, everybody.
Everything's backwards.
It is.
So if I wanted to, right here on the screen.
And George can see me and I can't see myself, so I'm having to guess.
Look on the screen right here. Now, if I wanted to point which way this is on the screen, I'd be pointing that way. But see, on the screen, it's the opposite So if I wanted to point at you, I'd have to point the opposite direction. Now I'm pointing at you.
Which way?
So,
I'll just do both, and one of them will be right.
so you gonna be with me?
That's right.
Okay. And you like all types of music?
That's right.
You get along good with strangers?
That's right.
Cause we'll meet a lot of strangers.
I waitress. I've been through the years, so
Are you still working?
I haven't been, no.
What?
I've been sick.
Babysitting?
No, I've been sick. I had a stomach bug, so I couldn't work this weekend.
Alright, so we ready? Now we're gonna do a show, an actual show. We'll be doing the intros and stuff like that. Of course, people won't be able to see us do that. Now, they might can. I might pull it up here and let people watch us on Facebook do the intros. They might enjoy that.
That's right. Whatever we want to do.
But it won't have nothing to do with this. It'll have something to do with me building the show.
Right.
So you'll be messing up, and we'll be floundering through stuff, doing the intros. I'll just get some bands. I won't go tape nothing. I'll get some that I've already got and build a show, and I'll make us out a script. I've got notebooks everywhere. If I wanted to find something, I couldn't find it because I've got too many notebooks. I've got about 17, I think, laying around. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a show. It'll come out, and it'll be right here. All you have to do is click on the...
Archives?
No, not the archive.
No.
The TV show.
TV, my bad. Go to the TV.
Well, you could do both, actually. The TV show and the... Well, it won't be in the archive until I take it off of that.
Yeah.
So it'll be on the TV show, and it'll be actually a practice run. I'm going to make it just like I'm making it for TV. And when it's on TV, it has to go 28 minutes, 30 seconds. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
The
So
TV show.
that's how we're going to make the show. And you don't have to concern yourself with that. That's my problem. So we'll do the intros and build the show, and we'll make it spring-like with some spring background.
Did the groundhog see his shadow?
Yes. We'll make it springtime-ish, this show. And it'll come out probably first week in March, because the last part of March we're going to be out and about getting up some more sponsors.
That's right.
We got to have some more sponsors. And I wish they would do it for 6 months. A lot of them just does it 2 or 3 months and drops out. And then we have to go get one to take their place. But we got to have 2 more.
Right.
To get it on TV. And that's pretty simple. This show goes out to over 600,000 homes. It goes out to, I'd say, 2/3 of Alabama. It even goes into Fort Benning, Georgia. Just Fort Benning, though.
Yeah.
Plus, they live stream it on the internet, so anybody can see it. You don't have to have charter cable. So, I mean, our show, good entertainment. People will see your commercial.
That's right.
This is my show, so I can, even after the commercial, I can talk about your business, and we'll talk about your business. Anybody you want to give a shout out before we sign off here? Name some names.
Let's shout out to Josh, Kobe, Megan. My mind went blank. Let's shout out to everybody. Everybody watch the show. I'm gonna be here.
How about the Hodges?
The Hodges.
Nathan.
Nathan.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
And
Who else is watching?
Bread Man Creighton.
Bread Man.
The Bread Man.
Doug.
Crazy
You're
Girl.
watching. Crazy Girl.
And Ken.
Ken.
Who else?
I don't know. Look at your phone.
Hey, Tom and Fred.
Tom and Fred.
Tom and Fred. Can't leave them out, man. And Hillary.
Hillary.
Not Clinton.
Not Clinton. Okay.
Hillary.
Good.
Hillary's right on. She ain't like Hillary.
Who else is watching? Who else is on your friends? Come on.
Who else is in there?
I got to
Look
learn,
at that,
everybody.
Get it close in that camera. Let's see who's in there.
Can everybody see me?
Not over here. That camera.
I'm going to the wrong camera. Who else can see me? How many minutes we got left?
We passed the time.
Okay.
You ready to sign off?
Sign it off. I can't see.
Now you can see us. Where's that other one at? There it is. I'm George Williams.
I'm down.
I'm the founder of Alabama Music Scene TV. This is my new host, Dawn. Delta Dawn. What's that flower you have on? See y'all. I reckon we're going to sleep. Oh.
What'd you do?
Up there. Wave up there.